Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, let me see that, Jason.
Hey, Rook, come here, man.
Hurry up.
Coach and Aaron over there getting heated, man. Something about you. Just stand here and pretend like we talking, man.
Listen, I know you're not a numbers guy, but DJ's per possession numbers, his plus and minus, and the team's overall performance when he's on the court are sky high.
You don't have to tell me. I know I'm not a numbers guy. And yes, I do know that DJ was a steal of a signing for us.
Ooh, it looked like SK throwing some body into this.
Hey, shh.
Hey, you can hear that?
Not with you yapping, bro. I got 20/20 here.
Okay. Hey, wait, I thought that was for sight.
Man, just pay attention.
Tell Coach DJ's on and off
Aaron,
net ratings.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Look, I'm sorry. I know Coach has a way of thinking, but it's beginning to become a problem.
Coach knows his guys. I mean, he can read the temperature of a locker room better than anybody I know in this business. You have the luxury of dealing with just the numbers. I mean, let's be honest, you're not really a people's guy.
I like people.
Yeah, but do people like you? I mean, numbers are cold, and so are you, and that's fine with your job. But Coach has to ask these guys to do something that at times isn't always in their interest. That requires psychology, empathy, art, and a little bit of numbers. But we all know that numbers aren't everybody's life.
Numbers don't lie. Plain and simple, DJ's our guy.
DJ's time will come. That's all I can tell you for right now.
So I told her. What up, Coach? So I told her there's no way in a million
Sammy,
years.
DJ, please, get some shots up.
Sure thing, Coach.
We're on it.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Focus! Oh, right here! Do it! Who got ball?
Excellent work, DJ. Let's keep it up next time.
Hey, hit me up.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh?
All right, on to the next one.
See you later.
All right, DJ, let's get everyone over here and get started.
Shut up!
Come on, DJ, focus. You could do better than that. Get the next one. Okay, keep it moving, fellas. Come on now.
Hey, hit me up.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're already getting the feel for this new season, taking it all in with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the Timberwolves, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. Andrew Wiggins making strides in his game last season, scoring from all over the floor now, and more importantly, scoring with efficiency. What was the change you saw, Shaq, in his approach?
Well, I like this kid. He's, Ernie, really a quiet assassin. The three-point shot was clicking for him. Much more space to operate with an outside game. This kid can do it all. Oh, Canada, you better stand on guard for he.
Oh, I like that.
How come nobody's ever described as a noisy assassin?
Good point, Ernie.
Anyway, back to Andrew Wiggins.
Well, does a good job of drawing fouls as well, getting to the free throw line.
You know what?
Quietly gets to the free throw line.
You know what we also did?
What's
Anytime
that?
you get the guy to start the music early, you know you've done your job.
There it is.
But send it to Kevin Harlan.
Does that kid ever come up for air?
He's working, which you would know if you didn't still have a flip phone.
Hey, it's a Motorola Razr, thank you. And she's never failed me yet, despite all these kids trying to get me to upgrade.
Shammy, what is this?
iPhone 7?
It's a 7 Plus, bro.
Oh, yeah.
If you're gonna do interviews, I would at least like to know about them first. Especially if you're gonna do them on video from inside your freaking car in the parking garage, which, by the way, don't do that.
Man, you think a little positive pub?
Shammy, are we clear?
We're clear.
Wow.
Yo, she crazy.
She straight up
She
fooled you.
played you, man. She can play me. Quit talking all that.
played you, bro.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to show me how it's done. You were supposed to be my vet.
But look at here. Isn't it the new prom king in town?
Carl Anthony Towns. What's up, man? I heard about you.
Man, I heard about you, too.
Yeah, man. You got any advice for a youngin' in the league?
Just don't go in the paint. I'll be there.
Oh, you'll be there?
Don't worry about it.
All right, well, I'm coming for you, bro.
You coming? All right.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Bet. Make sure you recognize.
I'm gonna meet you down there, bruh.
I'll see you there.
On the road, looking for a win against their Western Conference rival, the Dallas Mavericks are ready for this thing to get started. 2K Sports is proud to present and basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And also joining us on the sidelines, the league's most valuable player in 2004, Kevin Garnett. KG, it is great to have you with us.
Okay, how you been, man? It's good to see you,
Waiting
man.
for you to sit right here next to us. That's what I've been waiting
man,
for.
Thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Can't wait to get inside your impressions of this game. It'll be a lot of fun. DJ is checked in for the Mavericks. The Timberwolves trail. Well, the fans out there watching this, Kev, can you talk about why it's so incredibly difficult to win an NBA title, to become a champion? Why is it such a tough process?
Well, just imagine having a goal and you're not pursuing the goal by yourself. Just say you and somebody else.
Relying on somebody else.
Relying on somebody else, okay? So let's just say you and someone are doing something, walking up a hill. Y'all getting ready to go walk up a hill. Well, the speed in which you want to walk at might be different from the other person. And what you realize about when you're trying to reach any goal is that you have to be connected. You have to be understanding of, we're going to walk up it together like at this speed, like this, or we're going fast, we're going slow. It has to be a great level of communication and understanding. At the same time, you have to have the same work ethic because you have to understand that you're together. And you don't get to go at this level and leave someone behind. You have to actually, if you got to pull them, you got to keep up, whatever it is. All this goes into trying to win.
It sure does. That's right. On the court for the Mavericks. On the wings, Curry and Barnes. EJ out there with Nowitzki, and it's Barea in at the 1. It's stolen by Barea. Feeds it to DJ. Kevin, growing up watching the game of basketball, who were some of your earliest influences?
My early influences in the game of basketball was Magic Johnson, obviously Michael Jordan, and then Chris Webber. Chris Webber, Malik Sealy was kind of like the younger generation of my inspiration. Yeah. St. John's was one of the destinations. Michigan was one of my college destinations. So those guys were my natural inspirations early on when I was young.
Yeah. And it's Wiggins missing. The Mavericks leading, and people may not know, KG, that you're not just a broadcaster for 2K, but you're a member of the 2K community.
Have you been keeping up with the community, man?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Man, listen, shout out to all the 2K players out there. I'm Jizzle Lord, y'all know what it is. I'm Jizzle Lord 5. Shout out to my OBF team, y'all know what it is. Shout out to Dex, shout out to Bug, shout out to everybody out there playing.
Wow.
Right, we definitely.
Wow.
It's all good. You know, I'm OBF, I'm about the team, I'm gang, you know what it is. Jizzle Lord, y'all holla at me, y'all know what it is, 2K. Right.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. And Dallas also making a switch. Smith has checked in. Kevin, one of the biggest moments of your career, the 2008 championship with the Boston Celtics. Talk about the camaraderie among that group of players.
You know, Kev, I can tell right away that we had something special getting together right in September, right before the year started. We started working out together. We started sharing concepts and how we saw the game. Right away, I can tell that the appetite was there. 1 through 15 guys. It's very rare that you're able to get that many guys in that early. As soon as Danny, signed guys, we were in, we were lifting, we was just, around each other, understanding each other, playing a lot. We was playing a lot. Then, fortunately, we was able to go off to Rome that year. Rome was a good distraction for us because we had to lean on one another.
To bond a little bit.
Seriously, because, none of us spoke Italian. If we wanted to go somewhere, we was always 3-4 deep, and no one was asking and no one was telling us to be with each other. We were just naturally being with each other so much that whenever you saw us to the restaurants, 9, 10 of us, That carried over to practice. Then we got two teams that are very competitive. Doc's letting us be who we want to be, and he's letting us play with passion, and our practices are over the top aggressive, and to the point where it's too competitive to where he has to come in and separates us and, take the balls and cut the lights out and get us out of here. To the point where he just lets us go. Now we start bringing concepts to him. He started trusting out IQs. Now we start putting a couple of things on defense, Thibodeau's in there. He's implementing stuff. When this flow is going like this, you don't know that you're going to win it all, but you know you're on the waves of something special. Right. And that's how that felt.
Kevin, especially back in Minnesota, you have some Hall of Fame battles with a guy named Tim Duncan. Talk about what those games, what those matchups were like.
Timmy's very crafty, man. Our battles used to just, especially as young guys, man. Young guys trying to establish themselves in a gritty league at the time, full of some older, dominant names at the time. Michael Jordan, Elijah Malone. The time where the forward position was a very, very tough position. But Timmy was one of them ones, man. Used angles very well, was very long, had a lot of counters, very strong. And
Whoa!
Oh, how about the talent, the creativity? Butler with the highlight reel attack.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Kevin, we see some coaches get extremely emotional on the sideline. Others take a more even-keeled approach, more calm on the sideline. Which coaching style would you prefer to play for when you were in your prime? Did you want a coach who was animated, or did you want a coach that was just kind of settled on the sideline?
You know what? I like the coach that was settled on the sideline. I like to think that great coaches are going to be able to coach you in practice, and then during the games, it's about the product and what you put out on the floor. Yes. Coaches that have understanding, coaches that have vision, coaches that understand the game, understand that it's a game of runs, know that it's a game of momentum, and have plays for those momentums and those times, or coaches that I've always gravitated to and understood that they
like Doc was kind of in between, when he little bit of emotion, but he could also have a calm demeanor on that side.
And Doc was on fire. I'm sorry.
Whoa! Stop it! Andrew Wiggins should get a 10 for degree of difficulty. That was beautiful.
And Kevin, there was such a whirlwind around your trade to the Celtics from the Timberwolves. What were your thoughts and emotions at that time?
You know what? Being in Minnesota at that time, it was very difficult for me. I didn't necessarily want to leave. I had a goal to bring the city a championship, and I felt like I could do that. Nothing worse than when you have to deal with the reality of change. I'm not the one for change, even though I do know in order to process or progress better, you have to embrace some change. So with the help of my friends from Chauncey Billups, Teron Lue, I sat and I thought through it with those guys who had been through the trade process and talking to me, getting me to understand my options. And once I understood all my options, then I just, it was about what was best for me and my family.
Wow, yeah, there's a lot to consider. Now, here's DJ. He's covered closely. Just 3 to shoot. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
I'll tell you, he's got a good grasp of low post offense. DJ doing work in the interior.
Jones dishes to Butler. Lays it up off the glass. Butler's got 8 points.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Smith the pass to Cowens. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Barnes. Another shot. And no problem from Noel as he finishes at the rim.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Jones kicks to Wiggins. He feeds it to Butler. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, that's high percentage range for Jimmy Butler. I'll tell you, he'll work you over in there.
Smith kicks to DJ. Out to Smith. It's stolen by Jones. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a guy who seems to improve every season, Jimmy Butler. He spoke with us about one of his biggest surprises.
It's crazy because I never thought that anybody would be preparing to guard me night in and night out. But they do. I have to learn to cope with that and still find a way to be successful on both ends of the floor. And it's a learning curve for me also, but I'm figuring it out.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player, and if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
I think their play calling has been exceptional. They've played with purpose, and they've played with aggressiveness.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, down low, it's Jang and Towns. Crossing out there with Muhammad. And it's Bielitsa in at the small forward. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, analytics has taken over the NBA, but Minnesota coach and president of basketball operations Tom Thibodeau says it doesn't tell you everything. He said analytics can measure a lot of things, but it's very difficult to measure drive. The magic is in the work. Kevin?
And Tom Thibodeau makes a good point, D.A. Analytics is certainly helpful, but it doesn't capture everything. Kevin, when you're talking about influences, you mentioned Chris Webber's name a lot.
Yeah, see, Webb was kind of, he and Stacey Augmon was at a time where I was trying to find myself as a player.
Search for a roadmap, maybe, you know, who do I most resemble?
Well, not only that, but just some direction. You know, at the time I was a big who had handles, and if you know anything about Southern coaches, they don't want their big handling the ball. So you get the ball up to a guard or whatever. It wasn't until I got to Chicago to where the scouts or, you know, people were able to see, like, wow, this big can actually handle the ball. He has handle a little bit. And then my high school coach would actually make me bring the ball up to show off and showcase.
No kidding.
I hated it. I was like, oh, my God,
but look
I don't
at what
want to
happened,
bring the
right?
ball up. And he knew that turning, I could handle it. I was like, oh, my God, I hated this. And basket's good. And he knew I would go and dunk him on. I was like, man, I don't want to shoot. He was like, no, bring the ball up. Anyways.
Kevin, you were a mainstay All-Star Week. You've seen everything there. If it were up to you, would you make any changes in All-Star Week in the events and the way everything is kind of carried out? You've went to so many.
I have. And you know what? Each city gives you a true essence of its own identity. I would like to see each city get a chance to host, regardless of if it's big enough or not. I think that each city has the ability to host. I think each city...
if you're with the family, then you should be able to host in the family, right?
Well, not only that, but just think about what All-Star is, man. It's an event. It's a family event. And each city wants to be able to show you their best thing about their city.
You know, you watch Aldridge, he's not all that explosive, but he does things the right way, and that includes drawing fouls.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Kevin, you accomplished everything individually as a teammate. Anything that you wish you would have done, any player that you wish you would have played with, any regret in that form that lingers with you in retirement?
What a remarkable vertical. Nerlens Noel demonstrating what a sensational athlete he is.
And KG, you're retired from the game now, and you're stepping into the broadcast business a little bit now, aren't you?
Man,
Yeah,
you
how do you like it? How do you like it?
You know what? Area 21 is something that is authentic. It's me. I'm having a great time watching the games. It's really cool being a fan now. I can root for people I want to root for. I don't have to worry about preparing and who I'm a guard and I'm getting the tea. So you know what? It's a great time. It's work. You know, it's not just you go on there and you have a bunch of fun. You know, we actually get some things done, and but we have a great time, man.
You're a natural.
Hey, Kev, listen, watching you, being around you, you know, man, the great rest in peace to Craig. You know, Ernie, Charles, all these great influences, man, has definitely helped. Not just me, but our younger generations of broadcasters, man. It's totally. I didn't see this being my lane, but I'm having fun with it.
Doing a great job. Kevin, over the years, we've seen a number of super teams develop, and in the Warriors' case, it's not the big three, it's the big four. Is this a trend you see continuing? You did it in Boston.
Man, look,
you were the original big three.
It seems like it, eh? You know, right.
You were the original big three.
You know what? It's like an innovative type of thing, right? I didn't even know that we were doing that. Right, because LeBron come back and do what? LeBron goes to
Miami. He's
Miami
the big
after
three
that,
right down there. Yeah.
And then what? Then it just starts morphing into these different things, right?
KD to Golden State.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What do you think of that?
I think this is pretty much the norm. You know what? Listen, I think KD took a lot of heat for it, but when you really think about what he's doing, is that I say 20 years from now, if he sits back and he wants to talk to Steph, he wants to talk to Draymond, he's talking to Clay. These are all going to be three greats with him. I'm just talking about those three guys. He's playing with three other greats. I'm sorry. If you had a chance to play with three other greats in the prime, Kev, you're going to do that. And if you don't, then something's wrong with you.
Farrell kicks to DJ. Noel with it. 8 points for him. Towns with the steal. Here's Bielitsa. He's covered by Matthews. Pass to Aldridge. They double him with DJ. Aldridge kicks to Lawson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Kevin, you look at the star players joining up today. At the end of the day, it's about winning.
The game is about winning. More importantly, it's about these bonds that you're able to establish. Those guys are going to be brothers forever. Now, I get the whole OKC, him leaving, right? But this is morphing into something else, and I think that this is going to be part of the norm.
Championships.
It is, man, and that's what you're in this for. You go to build these things. I don't know if I would have done it like that, but I understand it. I get it. He's playing with the other greats that's making the game more efficient for him, and it's working. But, yes, I see this being the norm in the league.
And Wells drops them both.
And Wells is still figuring his game out. A superb offensive talent, but still needs to work a little bit on the defensive side.
Kevin, coming out of high school, you were relatively mature for your age, as 17 turning 18, but do you ever regret not trying college and just seeing what that experience would have been like? I mean, it's such a long time ago, but you've had some chance probably to get some perspective on both sides of that story.
You know what, Kev, I look at it like the unknown is the unknown. Obviously, I've had friends that went to college. Some of my best friends went to college, and I think I've kind of lived it through them a little bit. Listen, when you have responsibility early in life,
which you did,
which I did,
yes,
and so from a mature level, things that interest me are not that interesting as you get older, especially when you have to deal with a vigorous schedule of an NBA schedule. I wasn't able to, be the 17, 18-year-old to chill, have, lean on the parents a little bit, be able to be at home, coming home through the weekends. No, I had a real life that I was responsible for, and I was growing something. I was building something. I was trying to not just be a young player in our league, but a young businessman, wanting to establish something for myself, my friends, my family. You can't do those things thinking like a normal 17, 18-year-old, taking pieces from grown men around you all the time. You're around people who need something all the time. At some point, you have to put all this.
And so it's Minnesota in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. Every possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. And now the third quarter about to get going. We are seeing a tremendous Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Wiggins. The Mavericks also with a sub. DJ is checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. On the court for the Mavericks. On the wings, Curry and Barnes. Mejri is out there with DJ, and it's Barea in at the point. Dallas moving it around. DJ dishes to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen. Barea, the pass to DJ. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
To the paint, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Yeah, and that's just Butler staying alert, right? He keeps his eyes up. He's willing to make the extra pass. This guy understands the game.
DJ kicks to Barnes, and the three ball is good. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter. Timberwolves leading by 8. The dish to Towns. The pass to Muhammad. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Mavericks.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their #1 priority.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Salah measure.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
Barea kicks to DJ. Pass to Barnes. Butler with the steal. Here's Muhammad. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Well, that's a rugged finish right there by Muhammad. Takes a hit, able to convert.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Mavericks trail by 13. Here's DJ. 10 points for him. The feed to Barea. Barnes outside. Kicks to DJ. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Barnes with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Boy, out in transition, Butler gets his eyes on the rim, and there's no denying him.
Barea dishes to DJ. Curry against Butler. Curry kicks to DJ. Curry on the wing. Passes to Cowens. Dallas again missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Muhammad with it, now guarded by DJ. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Curry. At the elbow, it's DJ. The kick out to Barnes. Dishes to DJ. To stop the run. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws him. And now on our rookie leaderboard, who are the rookies grabbing the most rebounds in the NBA right now? Let's take a look. 4th, DJ.
And you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Muhammad, the pass to Butler. They double him with DJ. Shoots. They get it back. Towns. Curry against Jones. Towns, the screen. Butler from outside. And it's Cowens with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Towns with the steal. From 13, the putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Well, such work ethic. Towns brutal on the offensive glass.
Dallas calls timeout. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Wesley Matthews checked in for the Mavericks. Smith comes in for Seth Curry. Wells dishes to DJ. He kicks it to Noel. And it's Smith, top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. Matthews passes to Cowens. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
How about not shying away from contact? DJ earns a trip to the stripe. Solid physical play, Kev.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Lawson's against Smith. Lawson kicks to Zhang. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns, no luck. Mavericks trail by 17. Smith dishes to DJ. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Bielitsa, he checks in for Minnesota. Minnesota on D. Noel passes to DJ. Out to Smith. Now here's DJ. Zhang defending. Just 5 to shoot. Here's DJ. Dallas, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 17. Okay, time now for an injury report.
It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. That is such a tough blow to take at the early stage of this season. Hopefully, with it being early, he can recover and help this team down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
Smith. Minnesota with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, and you love how both teams gave it everything they had through the end of regulation. But in OT, only one side had something in the tank.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Wells kicks to DJ.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
No good on that one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. Off his leg, and the refs whistling a kick ball. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Dallas. And stolen by DJ. That shot is off.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
And Muhammad kicks to Lawson. Noel against Towns. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Wells wide open. And the 3 off target. Timberwolves leading by 15. Muhammad dishes to Wiggins. Towns in the corner. Feeds it to Muhammad. 6 to shoot. Shot to end this cold run, and Towns lays it in. Towns has got 15 points.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Ferrell kicks to DJ. Drops in the layup for 2.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Towns sets the pick for Lawson, and that's a foul called on Yogi Ferrell. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
There's a screen. Towns sets the pick for Lawson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Lawson's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
And Matthews kicks to DJ. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Wells' shot is good.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Now here's Muhammad. Defense right on him. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Mavericks trail by 17. Wells passes to Noel. Matthews dishes to DJ. And Aldrich sends it back.
No, we see it here. On a per-minute basis, Aldrich has been one of the league's best shot blockers.
Jang. And that one is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Now here's DJ. Guarded closely. Lets a floater go. Matthews no good. Here's Lawson. Off on that one. And so it's Minnesota feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Defensively, make sure we're all getting rebounded. No second shot. In transition, everyone talking. No open threes in transition.
And Tom Thibodeau wanting his team to pay particular attention to certain areas of their defense.
Yeah, taking care of the defensive boards, allowing no easy baskets on the fast break. These are key elements in terms of you having success.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Wiggins and Jang at the small forward and power forward spots. Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Lawson, and it's Aldrich in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Measury, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Farrell. And here is DJ. They set the pick. Right wing. And Matthews kicks to DJ. Nowitzki outside. And the 3 off target. Minnesota leading by 19. Muhammad the pass to Aldrich. Muhammad dishes to Aldrich. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the foul called on DJ. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Dallas with a change here too. Curry's checked in. Jones, no luck.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
You know, you have to be an absolutely tireless worker to rack up 20-plus boards.
Muhammad, no luck. Mavericks trail by 19. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
DJ kicks to Nowitzki. And stolen by Jang. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
DJ passes to Curry. Here's Measury. Here's DJ. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Boy, what a quick trigger on that jump shot. That's what you want from DJ, right? No hesitation. Just catch it and shoot it.
Up top, Jang, defended by Mejri. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 5. That one doesn't go. And it's Dallas the other way. Curry kicks to DJ. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Wiggins has got his third rebound tonight. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Boy, you realize how fast Wiggins is moving when he pulls up on a dime like that.
And Curry has it in the corner. To the inside, the 9-foot shot. Nowitzki kicks to Mejri. Now, here's DJ. Covered by Wiggins. Farrell passes to DJ. Over to the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Taj Gibson. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is their ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Hey, I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, that you just watched me build a brick tower from like 10 feet away.
No, I'm thinking that you want to go out there and do some performative Kobe Bryant shooting in the arena while the press looks on type of thing. Don't even think about it. You can't keep the arena staff here past overtime unless you're at least a 3-time All-Star.
Yeah, but I just need to see the ball go
Well,
in
then you
before
need
I
to dream
sleep
about
tonight.
it.
Man, I stank it up real bad tonight, Shan.
I watched you, I know.
Like light a match bad,
Listen,
bro.
man, your vet is not going to pull any punches. After I had my first brick, my vet pulled me aside and gave me great advice, like top secret advice that he received from his vet, and so on and so on. So now I'm just here to share it with you.
All right, man. Well, tell me what it is.
Nah, forget it.
What you mean, forget it? You just gonna leave me hanging? Oh, come on, man.